This morning, I'm going to use my rolled up towel instead of the block underneath my shoulders. And as I make my way down, I'll use one of my blocks underneath the head so that I'm not really struggling with my neck. And again, just pick whatever level is good for you if you're going to use the block. I'm going to do a little 2-for-1 here, not only opening up through my chest, my collarbone, my heart area. I'm bringing my legs into Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, the knees wide. So I'm also at the same time beginning to open up the lower belly and the inner thighs, relaxing through the hips. But if that's too much, because I know in other places it's very early in the morning, just heel toe your feet out to the edge of the mat and just let your knees drop in and give some space to that low back area. So pick whatever's good for you. Close down the eyes. Begin to welcome yourself to the mat, to welcome your breath into your body, to allow your mind to rest on the breath so that all other to-do lists, all other obligations, responsibilities get set off to the side. And the mind can just center on watching that breath come in through the nose and exhale slowly out of the nose. So we're not trying to manipulate the breath here. It's just your own rhythmic breath. And I just want you to notice it this morning. Notice if it's fluid and soft or rapid and choppy. And without any judgment here, just as you notice it, if it's rapid and choppy, you might have been running around for a little while to get to the mat, to get onto Zoom, to experience whatever little frustrations. See if you can smooth it out. And if you're lucky enough, you smooth it out, find the fullness of the lungs here. I had a chest cold last week, and I noticed I was totally shallow breathing. When it's cold, like in Montana, totally shallow breathing because we're kind of closed in. Here, I want you to open up the chest, I want you to open up the lungs, and I want you to breathe deep into the bottom of the lungs so that you can feel the ribs flare. And then soften the breath on the exhale and let the body just settle. And please remember, between now and New Year's, you can always roll out your mat and you can always come right here. And you can lift that heart and close your eyes and just focus on that deep breathing to the bottom of the lungs, letting everything else just set aside. A couple more breaths on your own here. And as you exhale here, if your knees are wide, use your hands to just draw the knees together. If your feet are wide and your knees are resting on each other, just heel toe the feet in, roll over to one side. Let's remove anything that's underneath the shoulder so we can come down flat on our back. Take a nice full body stretch here, reaching the arms overhead, fingers away from toes, maybe take a little bit of a wiggle. And then reach for that block again. And again, this is where we're going to just bring that edge of the block to the bottom of the round, I think it's called the occiput of the skull. So it's not on the flat part, it's on that very nice edge. And then just let the head weight settle there just for a moment so that you can feel where the target point is for the blade edge of the block. And again, if that's too much pressure, put a towel over the block and come back to this point. Take the arms out to a T, the palms up. Again, spreading some opening through the chest, now through the pecs, the biceps, palms are up. Let the feet, legs go long, the feet just flop out. Again, coming back to the breath. And as you draw a deep inhale, we're going to just kind of rotate the head to the right, maybe about a third of the way, just so that you're rolling on to a different part of the back of the skull, the top of the neck, and just pause there and let the weight of the head really settle. Notice if you're gripping here in the legs or your thighs, your hips, can you just let the lower body just let that go, be heavy on the mat, and take another little bit of a turn, maybe another third of the way, noticing any difference in the pressure, in the tension. Use your breath, soften here. And then as far to the right without forcing this, without forcing, come as far as you can. And again, just relax the head, let the weight hit. And we'll bring it slowly now back to center. Now this can be a third, and a third, or you can roll it nice and slow all the way back to center. As you arrive there, again, balance the head. Take in a breath. And we'll take it over to the left again now. We'll start with a third, and a third. So just feel the difference as you move now into the left side of the neck, the lower portion of the skull. Take it a third of the way. Even noticing the difference of the side. So if you're right side dominant, maybe you're a little tighter on the right than you here on the left. Take it another third of the way. Notice any difference there, maybe a little more tender. Use your breath. And then as far to the left as you can. Settling the weights, letting the block just do its manipulation here on the muscles and any tension that you might find. And then we will slowly, and you can do this in one slow fluid motion, or you can come back away a third, and a third. It's your choice. Slowly make your way back to the center. Take a moment to just, again, rest all of the weight of the head onto the block. And then we're going to take a bend into the knees and plant the feet right by the sit bones, like you're coming into a bridge pose. Pick up your head, remove the block, bring the head back down to the mat. Now just take a second here to relax through the shoulders. I have both hands resting on my belly. My elbows are nice and relaxed on the side of the body. We're just going to take a minute shifting with our feet. So this is going to sound weird to cue, but I'm just going to begin rocking my body, using my feet to kind of propel my body back and forth. So here on the back of my head, beginning with the skin on the back of my head, the back of my shoulders, my back, my low back. Bring some movement here, as fast or as slow as feels good. We're going to speed it up. So just see how this feels first. And then as fast as you can, bringing some blood circulation, some actual massage to the not only the vagus nerve, but the whole back body. And then begin to slow it down. Good. Re-stretch the legs out long one more time. Take the arms overhead, big body stretch. We're going to move into that banana pose. So just slide the heels off to the left side, maybe off the mat. Pick up the shoulders and the head, take it to the left corner of the mat. Send the arms off on a diagonal. As you send the arms off, see if you brought any tension into the upper shoulders. Maybe you've gone too far to the side. Come back out of it a bit so you can relax the arms. If you feel more open, maybe that left hand grabs the right wrist and you actually pull the right arm off on the diagonal. And maybe at the same time, lift that left foot and cross it over. The right foot and cross it over the left ankle. Watch that you're not rolling onto your sides. We want the hip bones to be nice and level, relaxed on the mat. The same with the shoulders. Just take a couple breaths here, really nice cleansing breaths into the right side body. And with every exhale, again, use it to just soften the body to the mat. Enjoy 2 more. If the ankles are crossed, release that and just bring the heels back to center. Lift the shoulders and the head, bring it back to center. Release the wrist. If you're holding it, take that full body stretch again, wiggle it out a bit. And we'll move over to the right side. So sliding the heels over to the right, picking up the upper torso, taking it to the right corner of the mat. Again, being mindful, each side is different. So go to where you can relax the shoulders and the hips level. If you want to take it further again, you can take that right hand through the left wrist and kind of stretch that left arm out and maybe cross the left ankle over the right. So settle where you can take nice fluid breaths and enjoy opening the left side of the body. One more big inhale here. And on the exhale, bring the heels back to center. The head, the shoulders back to center. Stretch it out one last time, nice and long. Draw the knees into the chest, hug in, and just take a rock now. One hip bone to the other, across the low back. See how far over to one side you can go, using your core to pick up and actually bring you back. And then you can rock front to back if your spine feels open enough to do that, or you can roll to one side, which is what I'm going to opt for, and bring yourself to a seat. And when you bring yourself to a seat, let's bring the right shin in front to begin this morning. So if you feel like your low back is rounding, if you feel like your knees are up high, elevate your hips onto a towel. It will help you sit up taller. It will take that roundness, the pressure off of the low back, and then allow the knees to relax a little bit closer down to the mat. So when you arrive here, just notice how it feels. Pick up those shoulder heads and bring them up to the ears. Pause there, just squeeze and squeeze and squeeze, and then roll them slowly down the back. So squeeze those shoulder blades together behind you. Take it up again and squeeze it back. One more time, squeeze and take it the opposite way. Reestablish your seat now. And again, as we move, we're going to work upper body here. You've done this routine with me before. See if you can keep the length from the hip bones to the shoulders. Keep the sit bones nice and even on the mat. Interlace your hands. Again, squeeze the fingers together. Open up the palms. So this is also a stretch for the hands, the palms, and the wrist. Let them drop onto the lap. Again, sit nice and tall. Chin is parallel with your mat. Gaze is out. Taking in a nice full deep breath. Let's lift the palms here to the heart space. Elbows to the side. We're going to round the spine as we press the palms away from us. Chin drops to the chest. When you're ready for the inhale, the palms are going to lift up to the ceiling. Take a nice stretch. Biceps by the ear if you can. If not, it's not a problem. That's just the goal. Reach through the palms. Take a moment here as you've got all this length. Draw the belly in. We're just going to rotate the torso to the right. Deep breath in, reach up. And on the exhale, as far as you can, just gaze over as you turn to the right. Inhale back to center. Reach up. And on the exhale, let's take it left. Inhale back to center, reach up. And as you're ready, slowly drop the hands. We're going to bring them behind us. Interlace. Squeeze the fist away from the body. And as you do so, again, open up the front of the shoulders, the chest, maybe the gaze goes up, and you feel a little bit of stretch in the throat. Taking a full breath. And gently release that down. Roll the shoulders one more time, one way and the other. And then right shin is in front, right? Fingers on the mat. Gazing ahead, walk the fingertips forward. So coming into a seated forward fold, keeping the spine straight. So when you feel like you're getting ready to curl in, pause where you are. Press down into those finger pads so that you can set the hips back, straighten the arms. See if you can crawl out a little bit further. Again, press the palms away from you on the mat. Feel the length of the spine here, tailbone all the way through the shoulder blades. Take in a full deep breath here. And on the exhale, travel over to the right. So the hands come towards the right, the chest comes towards that right thigh. Maybe you reach a little bit further with that left hand. Again, getting that stretch from the left hip all the way through the left fingertips. Noticing your breath, hugging in the belly gives you a little more room to drop down a little bit further. Taking a nice full deep breath here. See if you can relax the shoulders. And then we're going to keep the torso over towards that right thigh, but we're going to walk the fingertips towards that right knee. The left fingers are just going to hug the outer right thigh. The right hand's going to reach up towards the ceiling. Maybe the gaze goes with it. So here, reaching up, and then take that right arm over. So stretching through the right side body. If holding the outside of the thigh makes the pose a little more, hard, just hold on to the shin so you've got a little bit more room to stretch out. Again, breathe into the right ribs. Elbow is back. Your gaze can go up towards that elbow or it can come down towards that left knee, whatever feels good in your neck this morning. One more stretch. And as you exhale, the right hand's going to come over to the left knee. So you're crisscrossing right here at the elbows. Pick up the hands and find your eagle arms. So that could be just forearms together. It could be palms together. It could be even hands onto the shoulders to see if that gives you a little bit more lift. Drawing in the belly. Inhale, let's reach the arms up. Take a small arch in the spine. Maybe the gaze goes up. And on the exhale, we're going to bring those elbows in towards the ribs. Tuck again the chin into the chest. Let the head fall. Let the hands fall round through the spine. So pausing here, I want you to feel the opening between the shoulder blades. Maybe an opening along the spine. Let the head drop so you can feel a little bit of length in the back of the neck. 3 breaths. As you prepare for the inhale, we're going to rise back up. Big inhale in. Take it all the way up to the top. And as you exhale, unravel. Let the arms come down. And take a shoulder roll. And we're going to switch out the legs. So the left shin will be in front. And again, you might notice one hip is a little more open than the other. So if you need to adjust your towel, my left knee does not come anywhere near where my right knee does. So adjust yourself, find the length again, stacking through the spine, drawing in the belly, nice and tall here. Interlace other thumb on top, hands at the lap, gaze out, again, chin parallel. Take a big inhale, lift up through the to the chest. Press the palms away as you tuck and round through the spine. Big inhale as you lift the palms to the ceiling. Reach through the side body, reach through the arms. Taking a full breath. And this time we're going to rotate to the left first. So big inhale, press the palms up, find the length, and then go as far to the left as is comfortable. Gaze goes with you. Bring it back up to center. Reach up. And as you exhale, take it over to the left, or right, sorry. And then back up to center. Reaching up. And then slowly dropping the hands down, interlacing behind you. Again, drop. When you interlace, you're going to drop the fist first, and then press the fist away from the body so that you begin to open up through the shoulders, through the chest. Maybe the head drops back. Taking a full breath. And then gently release. Finger pads to the mat in front of you. Nice straight spine. Begin to walk yourself forward. Might not come near as far as you did on the other side. You might go a lot further. Just keep the spine nice and long. Keep pressing into those finger pads here so that you set the hips back, but you drag the palms towards you so that the chest comes out between the biceps or around there. Anyway, draw it forward. Use your breath to soften. Maybe you can crawl out a little bit more as you draw the belly in. One more inhale. On the exhale, let's travel to the left. So hands crawl over to the left. The chest comes towards that left thigh. Maybe the right fingertips extend a little further. Notice where you feel the stretch here on this side. See if you can take those shoulders and level them out as the chest comes a little bit closer to the thigh. And leaving the upper body here, walk the hands back. This time the right hand is going to come right outside that left thigh. Or again, if it was easier or better for you to use the shin, reach for the shin. As you restack the upper body, let the left arm extend up. As you reach the fingertips up, then take them overhead so the bicep is by the ear. Gaze can be up past the elbow. Gaze can be down by that right knee. Reach through the fingers and just find the opening here through the left ribs. Keep the breath nice and even. If you feel it's choppy, come out of it just a bit. Last one, reach a little bit deeper. And then slowly we'll bring that left hand over towards that right knee. Again, you're crisscrossing at the elbows. Taking a deep breath, straighten out the spine, lift the hands and find your eagle arms on this side. Lift the elbows so that they're even with the shoulders, the fist away from the face. Draw in the belly as you draw in the breath. Fingers go up, a small arch in the spine. And as you're ready for the out breath, elbows come in towards the body. We begin to tuck and round. So elbows come in, hands come down, chin tucks in, spine rounds. As the spine rounds, feel the space you're creating not only along the spinal column, but between the shoulder blades. You're getting a stretch through the fingers and the wrists. And just let the head be heavy here. Just let it go. Lengthen the back of the neck. 2 more breaths. Next inhale, slowly, slowly now. We're going to just re-extend the hands back up towards the ceiling. Big breath in. And then exhale, unravel. Bring everything back down. Roll the shoulders one and the other. And then we're going to roll over our knees onto table. We're just going to do a very quick, that modified vinyasa. So we'll be child's pose, table, up dog, down dog, and plank. And again, this is one of those series sequences you can do as much or as little as you need. Pad up the knees for sure if you need to. So beginning in our table first. And we'll just flow through a couple cat-cows. Again, just to reset the spine, fingers are spread wide, palms pressed down so that as they do, the arms straighten. You find space again in the shoulder blades. Tuck the toes under here just to get some stretch into the arch of the feet and the toes. Take a deep breath in, draw the belly in. And as you're ready, exhale all the air out. On the inhale, we drop the belly, lift the heart, gaze towards the top of the mat. So we don't want to just throw that head back here. We just work to release the neck. Keep it nice and easy. Keep this nice and smooth. Ready? Exhale, round in, tailbone in, chin in, round through the spine. Big breath on your own now. Each movement, use the full breath. Wag the tail, whatever feels good. And pausing back in neutral, we're just going to push through those hands as we set the hips back on towards the heels. Again, toes please curled under. We're getting a 2 for 1 here. Stretch the arms out in front of you. Let the ribs drop down onto the thighs. Take a nice stretch here again through the shoulders, through the back body. And then let's flow this. So bring the hands back. Draw yourself up to table. Good. Tuck the toes under. So hips go back. Inhale brings it up. Exhale, hips drop down towards the mat. Press through your palms as the chest comes between the arms, looking straight ahead. Press back through the palms as you come back through table, and then shift hips back to heels. Nice stretch, child's pose. Twice more like that. Inhale, we come to table. And exhale, we release it forward, heart shines. Take it back through your table. and extended child's pose. One more time before we add on. Nice and fluid with breath. Pause in your child's pose. Now you can just continue child's pose, table, up dog, or you can join me if you'd like, down dog and plank. Okay, on the inhale, we bring it up, big breath in. Exhale all the air out as the hips come down and the chest comes up. The toes are tucked, so as we press into our palms, we lift the heels or the hips up and then back. Find your dog, let the head hang. Inhale, roll the spine forward, coming into your plank. Nice, strong plank pose. Press into the palms to send it back to your dog. Stretch those hands away from you to get the weight out of the wrists. Drop the knees, child's pose. Now on your own, again, as fast or slow, just use your breath, inhaling up and forward. If you're joining me in dog, press those hips up and back. Big breath into your plank. Hold your plank for a moment. Back to your dog. Knees come gently down. Child's pose. 2 more on your own. We'll all meet in extended child's pose. Knees together, flatten out the feet. Reach through the fingers again. Last time, find the length. Now through the triceps, the top of the shoulders, and the spine. Flip the hands over so the palms are up. Just take a couple minutes here to just make fists, to flick the fingers, to get a little bit of relief through the wrists. Take them now in fist and just bring the knuckles towards the inner wrist, and then drop the back of the hand as a fist down onto the mat and just roll it in again. Just a different stretch through the wrist. Resting on the back of the hand with that fist, just roll them out so the thumbs are going out to the side, and then the thumbs come in together. And then bring the hands to prayer so that the blade edge of your hands are resting on the mat. Press the palms together. Now here, if you can rest your head on the mat, it's fine. If you need a block or a towel to support the forehead, please find so that you can really let the body relax onto the thighs. Take your prayer hands, bring them up over your head so that the thumb rests on the back of the neck, maybe down to the back of the heart. Walk the elbows forward. Again, sink the chest. Close down the eyes and settle the breath. And we'll close our practice with our little metta prayer. If you'll join me silently. May we be well in body, mind, and spirit. May we be at peace in our internal and external worlds. May we feel supported connected, and loved. And may we always feel vibrant, healthy, and free. Namaste, my friends. As you release, release slowly. That's a big stretch in through the shoulders.